The safety of our astronauts is NASA's top priority as we prepare for future Artemis missions, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson says in the agency's statement. The delays also give NASA's commercial partners more time to complete their contributions to the mission. During Artemis 3, astronauts will travel from lunar orbit to the Moon's surface on SpaceX's Starship human landing system, which will rely on launches of the company's powerful Starship rocket. SpaceX conducted 2 test launches of Starship in 2023, both of which ended with the rocket exploding. Before journeying to the Moon, Starship will need to refuel while orbiting Earth, requiring an estimated 10 fuel transfers, writes Marcia Dunn of the Associated Press, AP. That part of the mission, which SpaceX plans to accomplish by launching an orbiting fuel station, has not been tested yet, per the publication. We must be realistic. We're looking at our Starship progress and need for propellant transfer, the need for numerous landings. NASA Associate Administrator Jim Free told reporters Tuesday, according to CNN's Jackie Wattles. Axiom Space will also get more time to finish designing the spacesuits the astronauts will wear, per NASA. Planning for the Artemis missions started in 2017, when then-President Donald Trump told NASA to send people back to the Moon, according to the New York Times. Artemis 1, which successfully placed an uncrewed Orion spacecraft in lunar orbit, launched on November 16, 2022, and splashed down in the Pacific Ocean a month later on December 11th. In April of last year, NASA announced the crew for Artemis 2. NASA astronauts Victor Glover, Christina Hammock-Koch, and Reed Wiseman, as well as Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, will travel to lunar orbit, farther than any human has been from Earth since 1972. Glover will be the first person of color on a moon mission, while Koch will be the first woman, according to NASA. If all goes well, Artemis 3 will land humans on the Moon. From lunar orbit, 2 astronauts will journey to the surface, where they'll spend a week conducting scientific research. Delays were already expected for that mission. The U.S. Government Accountability Office said late last year that the lunar landing mission is unlikely to occur in 2025 as planned. NASA is also reviewing the schedule for launching the first components of a planned lunar space station called Gateway, according to the agency's statement. The launch had previously been set for October 2025. Astronauts are expected to visit the space station as well as return to the Moon's surface as part of the Artemis 4 mission, which is still on track for a 2028 launch, the agency says. NASA officially pushed back its plans to send astronauts close to the Moon as the space agency works to address safety concerns on its new rocket system. Officials delayed the planned launch of Artemis 2 from later this year until September 2025, a mission that will see 4 astronauts travel around the Moon on a 10-day flight. That mission will be the first with a crew on board the agency's Space Launch System rocket and Orion spacecraft, which is meant to be the backbone of NASA's hopes for deep space exploration. The program's next mission, Artemis III, was also pushed to September 2026. That launch will see a NASA crew, including the first woman and first person of color, land on the Moon for the first time since 1972. A subsequent manned mission to the first space station around the Moon, dubbed Artemis IV, is on track for launch in 2028. We are returning to the Moon in a way we never have before, and the safety of our astronauts is NASA's top priority as we prepare for future Artemis missions, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson said in a statement. We've learned a lot since Artemis Binai, and the success of these early missions relies on our commercial and international partnerships to further our reach and understanding of humanity's place in our solar system. The delays come as NASA continues to test safety and life support systems after uncovering issues it said require additional time to resolve. The space agency is also investigating an unexpected loss of part of the unmanned Artemis 1's heat shield. That probe is expected to finish in the spring. But the agency said the ongoing delays to the Artemis program would only ensure astronauts' safety and pave the road to further exploration. We are resolving challenges associated with first-time capabilities and operations, and we are closer than ever to establishing sustained exploration of Earth's nearest neighbor under Artemis. Catherine Kerner, the Associated Administrator of NASA's Exploration Systems Development Mission Directorate, said in a statement, "The excitement was palpable. After more than 50 years, humanity was set to return back to the moon with Artemis missions. But now, it seems like we will have to wait longer." NASA announced that it will delay its next few Artemis missions due to technical hurdles. To safely carry out these missions, agency leaders are adjusting the schedules for Artemis II and Artemis III to allow teams to work through challenges associated with first-time developments, operations, and integration, said a press statement from the American Space Agency. The Artemis II mission, which will fly astronauts around the moon and back without landing, has been postponed from November 2024 to September 2025. Artemis III, which is planned to land the first humans near the lunar South Pole, has been postponed from late 2025 to September 2026. The ambitious Artemis IV mission to the Gateway Lunar Space Station still remains on track for 2028, according to the agency. We are returning to the moon in a way we never have before, and the safety of our astronauts is NASA's top priority as we prepare for future Artemis missions. We've learned a lot since Artemis 1, and the success of these early missions relies on our commercial and international partnerships to further our reach and understanding of humanity's place in our solar system. Artemis represents what we can accomplish as a nation and as a global coalition. When we set our sights on what is hard, together we can achieve what is great, said NASA Administrator Bill Nelson in a press statement. Artemis II will be the first flight test with crew on the Orion spacecraft, and it will test environmental control and life support systems that are crucial when it comes to keeping astronauts alive. NASA teams are troubleshooting a battery issue and addressing other issues with a component that is responsible for ventilation and temperature control. What are your thoughts on this? Tell us by commenting below. To learn more about space science, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.